Can you hear that gameplay, by the way?
No.
Your gameplay?
That's just random gameplay in the back.
Mm-mm.
Okay.
Nah.
Yeah, so you're gonna do the thing, or you're just gonna play games while you do it?
No, it's not me.
Oh. Oh, is it Lucas?
Yeah.
You're gonna be raging here in the middle of your stream. I didn't get the legendary drop. God fucking damn it! He literally yells like that, bro.
Bro,
He
it's
gets
actually
pissed
insane.
off.
Oh boy.
It's
Movers
actually
are
wild.
canon.
What's up, Grim Slays? Who said you could go live? I said he could, Nate, and you're my son.
Oh boy.
I own you in Smash, therefore I own you in real life.
Yeah, Nate. Actually, it was Surfbone's fault. You had to yell at him.
Man did not just say that. I did say that. Play me in Smash or Street Fighter. I will kick you in both. You don't play Smash. That's the point. I own you in that because you don't play it. And if you did, I would still wreck you. Now, if you play Street Fighter, a quote, real man's game, I'll destroy you in that too, my boy.
Oh, you know what was
Defense
funny?
3.
So you mentioned Smash. There was actually an instance where some of my coworkers were actually shit talking each other to say, "Nah, I would body you in Smash Brothers." So then after we got sent back on lunch break, I came back and they fucking brought the Switch and they were playing Smash. We're settling this right here, right now at work.
That sounds like the dream, to be honest.
Yeah. But there's
Good
just
people.
one of our sergeants just fucking kept bodying us the whole time, and he would always win with 2 stocks.
Only because I wasn't there. That's why.
Probably.
Okay.
Could SSJ4 Goku defeat Cold and Freeze? Oh my god. I love Super Saiyan 4's transformation, but its power is heavily overrated.
Yeah.
It do be like that.
Here, give me 1 second, guys.
Take your time. We're good. What are you listening for?
He's getting off of his chair.
Uh-oh. He's probably going to go tell roommate to keep it down.
It's like, you better not be interrupting my streams, bro.
Dead ass, though.
Alright. Chair stream.
Now, Hayud's Dojo is definitely the GOAT when it comes to actual pixel art animation. My only issue is, why the hell is this being played in the video? Why is it Gogeta versus fucking Vegito?
That's like the first thing that pops
Like,
up,
I'm just, I don't know. It's just my editor brain being like, why is he showing something irrelevant to the video on screen?
Well,
like,
doesn't
the only thing that's like even relate is the fact that it's Dragon Ball.
Yeah, I mean, doesn't
And it's two
Chuck
characters
do
fighting.
that sometimes? Right? Like he'll just like put something like in like some kind of image or some video or clip or something where it's just something completely separate.
Yeah, to play in the background.
I don't watch Chuck regularly.
I mean, I don't
like
either.
to. Yeah,
But,
so
like,
I would never know.
I used to back when I would still like actively watch him and like Seth back in the day.
I actually talked to Chuck on one occasion like a couple of years ago.
Yeah.
And I think it was on something like Dragon Ball related, but it was like a chill conversation.
Yeah.
So Chuck himself is not a bad person. He just does not have the best takes.
Well, we're gonna see today. What up, Amaterasu? Did I miss the Super Saiyan 4 Goku versus Frieza? No, you didn't. We're just starting.
Just starting.
Should I just start playing it? You think we have enough people?
I'm ready when you are.
Cool.
I'm ready.
Brace yourself, boys.
It's about to
Good thing I don't have my alcohol here. I might be I would be drunk at the end of this stream for every shit take I hear.
Yeah, real quick, how loud is it for you guys?
So, I've been a big fan of Dragon Ball What If
You can turn it
Battle
up a
for
little bit.
several years, and one of the ones that recently caught my attention was Hyorin Jutsu's Golden Frieza vs. GT
That's better.
Goku one, which, although ended pretty grim, was very enjoyable
that's
to
why you
say the
brought it
least,
up.
and it got me thinking. If
That
we were
makes
to
sense.
have these two duke it out, according to statements and feats, who would truly be able to win? For this battle, we will be going over
That's probably
Goku
sounds
from
like-
the Dragon Ball GT anime series and Golden Frieza from the Dragon Ball Z Revival of Frieza movie. And I want to hammer this in because we will only cover Dragon Ball Super Golden Frieza at the end of the video, given that the Dragon Ball Z movies and the Dragon Ball Super series have very different scaling, as I'll get into later on. Alright, so does the vastly powered up Goku have any chance against the Golden Emperor,
Oh, that's
who's
such a
slapped
cool
around
form.
Goku with a divine Super Saiyan form, or will his primal state also be outmatched? So without further ado, let's jump right into this. For starters, let's begin with the scaling that we have for GT Goku, who would not only scale from the Z anime, but from some movies as well, since we see Cooler, Frieza's brother, in one of the
Wait.
Wait, what?
Hold the hell up.
Okay, so
Wait, what? So that's how he's gonna get him immeasurable. He's gonna use the Cooler movie with the, with instant transmission.
yeah, right.
Mm.
So okay. First of all, why are we considering movies canon because Cooler has an appearance in GT? Like he could just have an appearance and it be like it could just be completely different events that are unrelated to the movie.
Exactly. The events didn't
because-
have to transpire just because he exists.
Yeah.
Because by the same logic, just because the Z fighters appear in every single movie, then we should just consider them canon because they're also characters that appear within the main series.
At
Yeah.
some point, yeah.
The reason why
Like I thought we addressed this in the Broly Wars. Like why are we still on this?
Yeah, this was like 2012, right? Like this something like
That's
that.
Well, you
Flashback.
know because Paragus is in Fusion Reborn, that means that the Broly movies are canon to Fusion. It's like that's not how that works.
Yeah. Like the reason why the movies don't work is because like the time frame in which they take place just don't make sense with the main continuity, right?
Nope.
So like especially Cooler, right? So for you to say like, oh well, he made an appearance, like that means like
Means
his movie's
nothing.
canon now, right?
Yeah.
Just doesn't make sense because you still run into the same problem, assuming you're taking Z, like the main Z timeline, as canon to Dragon Ball GT, which obviously you probably are, right?
I'm gonna be honest too. When did he show up? I don't remember.
He showed up during the time with Super 17, when everybody was like all the dead people were like flooding into the living world.
Oh my God! Stop that.
Yeah,
oh my
and he
God.
didn't even have like a significant role. He just popped up.
A small. It was probably like intentioned as just like a small cameo. Of course.
Honestly, it probably was. Yeah.
Yeah, because people are gonna use that for scaling, of course. Cringe.
Yeah. So
Like, are we also going to say that Xenoverse and Heroes are canon? Because again, by the same logic of character appear in movie, same character appear in series, therefore canon.
Surfbone? Stop giving him ammo, bro. Stop it.
Oh, look, I'm just saying he's digging a hole for himself because now he has to prove all of it.
Yeah. So yeah, already a minute in. This is a little incorrect, bro. Not even a
Not
little.
starting strong.
scenes during the Super 17 Hell arc, which will be very important later on. To begin, base GT
That very important. So this is like a vital piece to
Yeah,
your
this is
scaling.
gonna be his
This
whole
is-
scaling. I'm telling you, this is how he's
Yeah.
gonna get him to immeasurable because of the meta Cooler.
Yeah,
I'm telling
keep that
you.
in mind. Like this
Oh.
is like significant to
No.
his scaling later.
Yeah.
Right. So
No.
if we've already debunked this,
Oh,
we'll see how strong the argument is.
Goku is easily
Please, Chuck.
superior to his Super Saiyan 3 levels of power from the Buu saga, as he's able to have a pretty intense sparring match with Oob at the beginning of the series, who is
That was
literally
such a good
Kid
fight. Oh
Buu
my
reincarnated
God.
and
It
with
was.
several years of training on top of that. This is insane because Kid Buu was not only capable of damaging the infinitely large Kaioshin realm while in his battle with Super Saiyan
Is the guy Shenron infinite?
No,
I'm pretty sure.
It is.
No.
I don't think it
the
is.
planet was The planet was coming apart, but it wasn't like he was actually going to destroy the entire
Yeah,
Shenron.
I'm pretty sure it's just a planet. There's nothing saying it's infinite in size.
Well, I remember even like the universal model.
Yeah, wait, hold
right?
on. Where infinite size? What? Is the planet infinite size?
Yeah, he didn't actually show anything that said it was infinite. He just said it was like
Chuck.
infinitely large.
He just said it was.
We can't
If you're
just
gonna
be
make the
saying
claim that it's infinite, you better be able to substantiate that, my guy. Come on, man.
Well, maybe he will. Maybe he will. Let's see.
Maybe.
3 Goku, but he was also implied as being able to wipe out the Grand Kai's planet, which is a decent fraction of the size of Heaven.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, like it states Heaven's like as wide as the universe. So
yeah, I mean I really wouldn't say it's like an impressive feat in any way. Like it's impressive for another verse, but not for Dragon Ball. That's a kind of pretty like mid-level.
Yeah, I don't
like feat in Dragon Ball.
Yeah, it still doesn't say anything about like he still didn't put anything for the Kaioshin realm yet.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
A planet
keep
as
going.
wide
I gotta
as the
grab my food
infinite
out of the oven.
living
Keep going.
universe, making it in essence an infinitely sized planet if you want to take the guidebooks literally. I've gone over these feats before in my Broly vs. Boo video, but these showings can easily be scaled from multi-galactic.
Well,
that's
what
a
do you mean Universal
huge
Plus?
gap.
What do you mean Universal Plus? You said infinite earlier. What do you mean Universal Plus? That's not Universal Plus, Chuck.
That's not. No, it isn't. Like at all. Like if you just say something is infinite, right? Like at most you can get it is like high uni, right? Uni plus means that it's 4D. And you didn't describe or establish any kind of 4D stuff for this. I don't know. You literally could have just said like they were about to destroy the universe, and like that would have been a better statement than what you said for like, or a better qualifier for Uni Plus.
Also, I don't know how impressive this is gonna be, because this is basically something that both Frieza and Goku would scale to.
Yeah,
like above anyway. Yeah.
Yeah.
So.
But like also, what's with the gap between Multi-Galactic and Uni Plus? Like that is an insane gap. That is a huge gap. Like just multi-galaxy to
what the
high
fuck?
Uni, like to high
What
uni.
the hell did I walk back into? Yeah, what the fuck?
Wait. Oh, you missed it.
I just walked back into. He could be galactic to literally 4D.
Yeah.
Like
yeah.
What?
Oh, by the way, he's only said stuff like, oh, he can destroy infinite size things like the heaven, right? But
that means nothing. They could be infinite in 2D.
But then he has Universal Plus there, and it's like,
yeah,
Chuck,
no,
you only set up infinite 3D so far.
Yeah,
how did you get Universal Plus? Did you get your terms mixed up?
He didn't even actually say they were even 3D. Technically, we could be like, if we wanted to rat, you could be like, well, the infinite what?
Look, he hasn't said anything about dimensionality, right?
Exactly.
But like you're definitely presupposing a lot when you say Universal Plus, right?
Exactly.
So, kind of iffy already, man. Like that.
Stick to Universal Plus levels of power, depending on the amount of damage he did and the amount of effort you think Kid Buu would have to put to being able to perform the aforementioned feats. I personally believe that there is more logic.
Wait, like what? Why would that make a difference?
How much effort he put into it?
Yeah. Like that, like how much effort he puts into like destroying the universe. He's either multi-galaxy or Uni Plus. Like that's
a large gap.
Really,
that's a large gap.
I don't know about that.
The issue was the issue was him trying to claim that like he was able to destroy the Kaioshin realm, even though he showed nothing in the actual Buu saga where he was actually threatening to destroy it.
Yeah,
utterly. Like,
yeah, it's like either I'm putting enough effort into this attack that I'm gonna destroy a couple of galaxies, or I can apply like a whole other vector of power to this attack. Like, it's a little iffy,
I can either
man.
be 3D or 4D, just depending on how much effort I want to put in.
Yeah, like if I really actually feel like trying, I might just do 4D. I don't know. If it's like
I
a
might just
Tuesday,
be inaccessibly above where I was before. No big deal.
yeah. If it's
I
like a
think
nice
would've-
day
would've-
on a Tuesday, I might feel like it.
Yeah.
I think would have been better is just like how much you would have how much you value the statements being presented.
Yeah.
Like instead of just saying how much effort you think Kid Buu was putting into destroying the realms themselves. Like
Yeah, that's a good way to put it. Yeah.
Yeah. That would be. Yeah, that's actually way better.
Logical
Yeah.
consistency with Buuhan being the strongest Buu, being that he forced Super Vegito, the verbatim strongest character in the Z anime series as proven by Daizenshu 7, to try against him when he performed the Vice Shout feat that was going to wipe out the living universe by collapsing alternate dimensions, and due to the Dragon Ball Forever guidebook,
this references the manga.
which one are we gonna be using, Chuck?
Yeah.
So far you're flip flopping. Either
And
you're using
also,
the anime, you're using the manga.
and also, why are we using Dragon Ball Forever? Has anybody used Dragon Ball Forever for anything?
I think that's gonna be a first, honestly.
Anyways, the strongest Majin who's unreachable, right? So this statement is applying to Buuhan, right? But since it's applying to the manga, it's correct, right? Like, in the manga, just to put this out there for you guys, in the manga, Buuhan is absolutely stronger than Kid Buu, right? In the anime, Kid Buu is absolutely
it's a bit-
stronger than Buuhan.
Yeah.
With the amount of times they state that he's the most dangerous and strongest Buu, like multiple times. So
The anime has
which
all
one
the
are we using
statements.
here? Which
Yeah.
one are we using here?
So,
And also,
manga,
I
definitely Buuhan.
yeah,
I find this
Hashi,
upscale to
mammoth
be-
emoji. Like,
Mammoth emoji. I find this like entire section to be quite irrelevant because it would scale to both characters, or both characters would subsequently be stronger than this. So
yeah. Well, we'll see what he kind of does with this, right?
this feels like filler in a video.
stating that he is the strongest Buu as well. But if you want to take the multitude of anime statements and infer that Kid Buu is the strongest one, then if Oob scales from Kid Buu, and Kid Buu is stronger than Buuhan,
Is there anything like?
You need to pick that, Chuck.
Is there?
You're the one making the scale.
Yeah, he's
Like,
tiptoeing.
we're going off of your.
Yeah.
You're the one setting the standards here.
Also, is there anything like direct besides like Kid Buu or Oob being like a direct like reincarnation to Kid Buu that like suggests that he's at that same level of power, right? Like, there's nothing like direct that says like, yeah, he's as strong as Kid Buu just because he's like.
It would be
the
weird if he
reincarnation.
wasn't, but
For sure, I think narrative
we
implications.
do know because we do know that there's a statement where Goku literally states that I think it was like General Rodo that he's just he's a stronger foe than Buu.
Oh, the Rildo stuff, I'd absolutely take. Yeah.
yeah. So
but it's like with the because he's talking about Buu or Oob, right? And he's just saying like, okay, well, Oob's the reincarnation, so he's as strong as Kid Buu, right? And I'm just like, well, like you should probably give a better reasoning than that, but you know, it is what it is, right? But yeah, also
It would definitely be scaled based off of the fact that like Oob later can contend with higher level characters than Kid Buu. So like he's at least above Kid Buu,
For sure,
like later on
yeah.
in GT, you know.
you got a donation.
yeah, I got a $1.99 donation
I
by
don't want
Mr.
to give you
Noodles.
money.
Listen, bro. I know. I kind of have that effect on people, Noodles. Like, people don't want to send me money, but they kind of just do. I don't know, man. I can't help you there, bro. But you're not getting it back. Love you, though.
That's hilarious.
The Kosu OnlyFans win.
Who
Question
said
mark?
that?
No, I'm saying.
Oh, you're
that.
saying that. Oh, Surfbone. Why, you trying to feature? Like, all right.
Look,
Why does Hashi have the thickest thighs? Bro, I'm right here.
You haven't seen Hashi's thighs, though.
Fair.
Yeah. Noodles, give me money.
then Oob, and in effect, base GT Goku, would already scale from their multi-galactic to Universe Plus levels of power.
Huge.
It
gap.
becomes even more obvious when we
Huge.
see Goku hold up General Rildo in base, who he stated was even stronger than
Yep,
Buu,
there you go.
and
That's
that's
fine.
not comparing
There
to
you go.
everyone else they had fought until now. Again, we don't know which Buu he is referring to. Most people assume he's referring to Kid Buu or Fat Buu, since those are the most prevalent ones that he fought.
It would just be all
But
of
if we
them.
take it as a highball,
Yeah.
we could argue it is talking about Buuhan. Regardless, if it's talking about Kid Buu, it doesn't really change anything because of the aforementioned anime statements, which GT clearly takes after. Not to mention that Dragon Book 7 actually...
Okay, so why are we using Dragon Book?
Well, I'm still wondering why this is at all relevant. Like,
He's just
I've actually never heard of
more...
Dragon Book. What the fuck is Dragon Book?
Another
It's-
guide. Like
it's
it's
just
my
another
God.
guide.
yeah.
How many guides are there to fucking Dragon Ball? Jesus
Well,
Christ.
Most of the
No,
time we use the ones that are relevant. I don't even think this one's relevant.
Insane.
Oh, it's something that I think it's something that applies to the anime.
Okay.
I've came across it before, but no, it's funny you say that, Clothespin, because you know Taurus.
Yeah.
The main reason why he ended up getting back into the community was because he all of a sudden heard that coincidentally so many guidebooks are just randomly coming out of the woodwork, and he's like, hold on, what is going on? Why are all these guidebooks from like several years ago now being like somehow coming to light? Like, how are people fighting this stuff?
Literally.
Yeah.
It's so cringe.
But I think the point of it is he's just stacking more stuff supporting Kid Buu being above Buhan, which is fine.
Yeah.
Like no one's. I think for the most
Still
part,
don't know how this is relevant, but
yeah, no fucking idea,
Like-
dude.
actually states that Kid Buu is the strongest Buu as well. So hey, just food for thought.
Meet your next pillow.
Advertising.
man, you don't have ad blockers.
No.
You
Kosu.
scrub.
We can easily scale GT Goku above Super
F in
Vegito
chat.
from Z, given that when Super Baby 1, Super Saiyan 2
Kosu,
Baby
no
was
ad blocker.
transforming, he achieved verbatim the greatest Saiyan
Hey man,
power.
we just needed to give Chuck some money. It's fine. I'm not worried about it. You know what I'm saying? I'm okay with that. You're welcome, Chuck, for however fucking much you just made off of that. Like,
Forever, which Goku agreed with and even said that he had never felt a ki as awesome or as high as his. Since Goku
Where
is
does it say
well
high?
aware
It
of
says
Vegito's
awesome.
power, this would infer that Super
you said what?
Go back. Just 5 seconds. He says, as key as awesome or as high as this. The screenshot doesn't say high. What are you talking about? It says it's awesome.
It just
Never
says
felt
it's awesome. Yeah.
Hey, you just inserted your own word right there.
Yeah. I mean, if you wanted to imply that it's like strength, sure, whatever, right? But like,
Oh, 100%.
It's just like-
don't misquote it. When it's right
don't
there.
don't
Well,
insert
well,
your own stuff.
Well, let's see. Let's
Yeah.
see. What does he say and why this is relevant? Let's see. What does he say?
Yeah.
or as high as his. Since Goku is well aware of Vegito's power, this would infer that Super Baby 1 was superior to Super Vegito, and by extent, so was Super Baby 2, who was
That's
absolutely dicked on by a
It's just more
suppressed Super
backscaling.
Saiyan 4 Goku.
Yeah.
Even after Baby himself got another additional boost by absorbing 1,000 times the Blood Waves amount that Goku did and became a Golden Great Ape, Goku was still able to overcome him by obtaining a full power Super Saiyan 4 state by absorbing the energy from his allies. Which, although it's not outright stated to be a different form in the series, it is implied by video games that it is certainly a different form.
Huh?
By a video game?
What'd you
oh my
say?
god. Wait, he might show it. He might show it. Let's see.
Yeah. Well, real quick, $2 donation by Buttons. Goku big strong. Listen.
That do be true.
Yeah,
he big strong.
He big
Yep.
strong. We gonna
He
see
do
just
be
how big
the
strong.
big strong. I mean,
Yeah.
did you see how massive those shoulders are?
Yeah, dude, look at it.
Damn.
God, man, I want a fucking back like that.
Eh.
Minus the hair, you know, but that'd be sick.
Form from the typical Super Saiyan 4 state. Once Goku gets on by baby Super Saiyan equivalent, even as a Super Saiyan 3, he gets teleported to the Sugoroku space after being saved from baby's revenge death ball by Hibito Kai, which is a space between dimensions that base Goku was able to crack and move around in after he destroyed it with a Kamehameha.
No.
If he's able to move around in a dimension whose time space he
No.
likely destroyed, this would already give Goku an accessible
No.
Stop. Oh my god.
Oh,
lordy
lord.
I want
Fantastic.
to die. Not
Um,
this dumb shit again.
what in the world is going on, dog?
Sugorogo space.
Did he
Surfbone?
show where that place had no time? Did he like show?
No,
where it
not at
said
all.
that?
No, he just said it
I was
was.
like-
He said it was its own time space. So
Yeah, like did they? Hopefully,
he
at least
said-
shows that.
He
Yeah.
says it's a place in between dimensions, which, by the way, there's like a guidebook that kind of goes into it that has this like really weird way of describing it, but then also has the hyperbolic time chamber in the same like description.
Yeah.
Well, like, so it's like if you're going to say that much, like then Goku having inaccessible speed would have also applied back in like all the way in like original Dragon Ball.
Dragon Ball.
Goku,
Yeah.
when Goku was able to move in there.
Also, there's
Like-
just like nothing to suggest that like a space between dimensions would just not
Has
have
no
time.
time.
Like that
Well, why-
doesn't make any sense, right?
Like, why does that description matter?
Yeah. And like a time space, I think you're placing way too much importance on what a time space would be, right? If he just destroys a space, right? Which you just said it's a space in between dimensions, right? That's just not important, and we don't even know what that would even scale to, anyways.
we don't know the
Certainly
size of
nothing
that
to do with.
dimension.
It wouldn't even do anything about speed, anyways, right?
It'd be more AP related, if anything.
Yeah, we don't know the quantification of the space. We don't know a damn thing about it. We just know it's in between dimensions, and we don't know
It's
what
just
that
in
means.
between places.
Like,
That means it's outerversal
yeah.
because it's in between
At
places.
this point, yeah, you're lowballing, because you could just if we're inserting interpretation, right? Like, just fucking go all in, dog. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know, man.
Maybe he'll show the proof. Maybe.
levels of speed.
see.
In other words, he's able to move in a space without time space, or when time itself is zero.
A space without time space. You know, time space is just another word for space or universe, right? Like, or space time,
Or
right?
space time, yeah.
Like when people refer to like a space time continuum, they're talking about the universe, right? Obviously, there's a few like pretenses for like contingent for that, like, you know, placing importance on time, right? Because I mean, that's just how a majority of people think for some reason, even though it's wrong.
I
Like,
want to die.
I know,
Minecraft.
Surfbone. I know. Yeah, dude, this a space without a time space doesn't mean anything, and there's no actual justification for just this space having no time. There hasn't been any statement that you put up. So
He just claimed it, didn't prove it.
yeah. Oh God, Hashi,
All right.
not gorilla.
Not gorilla.
Oh God.
We'll explain the context later. Clothespin.
Which
Yeah.
is
I was
far
like, I don't
faster
get it,
than
but-
being massively faster than light, or being able to move through an infinite realm and
No,
finite.
not filler.
No,
Not filler.
no.
Oh man.
Also, we don't actually see them like literally fly from heaven to hell. We don't know how they got there.
Yeah.
We
They
all
could've
we just
taken a
see is that they're
portal.
yeah, they could have gotten there, and we don't even know how long it took them to get there either, because all we just see is all we just get is a cutaway, and they're now in hell all of a sudden. Like,
Yeah. No.
You get it? He said hell. We don't even know. Hell.
Also, where's the infinite like statement? Where
He
is
might
that?
get into that, right? Yeah, he's
Because
Time.
by the way, heaven and hell exist within the other world. They're like both contained within
Yeah.
the same realm. So
Yeah.
So,
Great
kinda
so
easy.
by your own so if we're going by that metric, it's just like, again, you're traveling within the same realm, unless you're gonna say that heaven and hell are on like the complete opposite ends of the other world, which is not what we see in the macrocosm map. So
No, definitely not. Also, can't you
also
just
filler,
like
yeah.
didn't like Goku like fall off of like
Snake
the
Way.
Snake Way and then went into hell?
That was also filler, but yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, if we're using filler, right? Like that's you know what I'm saying. Why not use all of it? So, was he falling at infinite speeds? I don't know.
He really should be scaling him higher, considering his logic. That
He should be going all in, bro.
Yeah.
He should absolutely just
Yeah.
kill it, man.
Like we saw with Afterlife Saga base Goku when he crossed to Hell from the Grand Kai's planet in a few moments. Which should grant him infinite levels of speed, given that Heaven, which is
Why?
as wide as the infinite living universe, is but a fraction of the distance that Goku had to
Wait.
cover to get down
Why is
to
he going
Hell
to
from the
infinite
Grand Kai's
now?
planet.
You just got him to inaccessible. Well, like quote, got
Oh,
him
I-
air quote, but like
I look, I'm also going to criticize this because So how are you going to? Because we're just gonna act like I'm just gonna act like I'm a random viewer that just came across this video and never heard of your channel before. You have so far not actually demonstrated why the universe is infinite.
Not at all.
Yeah.
And you're like
So
one,
you haven't
one scan away
substantiated
from
that
it.
one time. Like,
Yeah, you're one scan away from it, and you just haven't posted it.
yeah.
But like also like again, I bring this up because he's like from King Kai's planet, right? From like right here, and he went to hell, right? Goku in another but like older filler, right, was like somewhere over here and fell the fuck off and landed in hell. Like, was he falling at infinite speeds? Like, that's insane. Like the Saiyan
Falling
saga.
at infinite speed.
Like, I don't get it, bro.
It's but a
I'm
fraction
I
of
mean,
the distance
they would probably say that. Let's be honest. They probably would.
Maybe.
that Goku had to cover to get down to Hell from the Grand Kai's planet. But GT Goku can be scaled even faster. Since Cooler is canon to GT,
Cooler.
No.
Hold on. Hold on.
Yeah.
Cooler.
Wait, hold on. How is this?
Yeah.
How is this? This is the.
Go ahead. Let it out, Surfbone. Go ahead.
Why?
Look, Cooler.
Why is this the same Cooler from the Cooler movie?
Right. So I agree.
Wait, hold on.
Cooler
This isn't
canon.
even. This is not even meta Cooler. So why is this at all impressive?
This is a weak ass cooler.
Actually, yeah. That's
Because
Mm.
okay, actually, hold on. This is a contradict. This is a straight ass contradiction. Because one, Cooler doesn't actually die in the first movie. He gets picked up by the big Getty star and then revitalized into Meta Cooler, and then he dies as that form.
That's actually a damn
So,
good point.
so
That's actually a really
so
good point.
how is this the same Cooler if he looks like this?
Mhm. This is a way weaker Cooler, right? Either way, you can't just connect movies because characters make
Because
a
you want
cameo.
to.
That's just not the same thing, man. Like,
Look, you were literally buddies with the guy that started the Broly Wars. That this is like a main counter argument to all the people that were trying to say that Gogeta wins. How do you not remember this, man?
yeah.
Come on.
A bit odd, this one.
this went further than Movie 5 and Movie 6 are canon to GT as well.
No.
Which is
No.
absolutely
No.
insane because as
No.
confirmed in a guide, when Goku and Metacooler were fighting in the middle of instant transmission, they were brawling.
Wait, did he just say in a guide?
In a guide, yep.
Dragon Ball Z Son Goku
Again.
Densetsu?
Different
What
Cooler.
the hell is that? Oh my God, all
Different
these
Cooler.
guides.
Different Cooler. Different
Different
Cooler.
Cooler.
The movie ain't canon.
Yep.
But like, where the hell is this even from? Like, what the fuck? This page looks aged. Like, I don't.
It looks aged.
I don't. Where
It
did
looks
you
aged.
get this from? Like a fucking fossil? Like, I don't understand how you got this, or even why we're using it. So fuck it. We'll have
Flying
him
in
read it.
space
Find
beyond
these, bro.
time,
Jesus.
making them immeasurable. Or in other words, they have
What?
movement beyond.
I told you. I told
Wait, hold-
you.
hold
you would
on,
use
hold
this
on,
for
hold on.
immeasurable. I told you.
Instant transmission is an
Oh.
immeasurable speed feat?
No, but Surfbone.
Chuck.
All right, it's not just instant.
Chuck.
Hold on, Surfbone. It's not
You're
just
claiming
instant.
that the movies are.
It's not just instant. Look, right?
Passing-
Instantaneous
Space
movement is
and
interpreted as passing through a different space that transcends time.
Oh my God. This is so bad.
This
Jesus
is like
fucking
this
Christ.
is straight up contradicting how instant transmission is interpreted within the actual series. Like, so how does this freaking apply?
We can also
to
just
not only-
argue that's their interpretation. Can you prove their interpretation's correct? I don't know, like some rat shit like that.
Like I mean, obviously you could do that, or you could just be like, "Where's this from?
Yeah.
Why do I care?" Like,
Why is it the
they
same
just
cooler?
never. It doesn't even need to get down this.
Good there too, yeah.
Yeah. Historic's like it's not a guide, it's a game. I don't know why you lied about that. So I guess this is from a game, right?
Technically, it's a
Wow.
game guide then. Haha.
Yeah. So,
We
we
and
should-
we already know how fucking credible and how consistent those tend to be with the series.
Metaphysics.
Not just that. They claim that traveling to the other world is far easier than just traveling from galaxy to galaxy. That's what it says.
God.
Yeah. So fun. So
But
fun.
people
beyond
use that
time,
as hilarious,
making
but-
them immeasurable. Or in other words, they have movement beyond linear time.
That's immeasurable right there.
Would be
You see the
comparable
movement?
to Silver Surfer time traveling through pure speed alone.
You're comparing that to Silver Surfer?
Dude, Silver Surfer would destroy Goku. Oh my god, stop.
What?
This is
Stop.
not even remotely comparable.
Oh, and like they're not even
Speed
close to each other in
germs.
power. Stop.
What the hell, man? Like, Silver Surfer would donkey punch this motherfucker, dog. What the hell are you talking about?
And I just thought about it as well because it said like a space that transcends time, right? That's what it said.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So did Chuck even consider the idea that could be interpreted in other ways that doesn't inherently just imply that it has to be an immeasurable speed feat, that it could just be, in other regards, like
No. It has
You
to be.
could still interpret that as inaccessible, honestly.
Yeah,
And it would
you
still
could.
be consistent enough if you think it's, like, truly instantaneous. Like, you know what I mean? But even then, man, I don't know what we're doing.
And then I forgot to
Losing
mention
brain
that
cells.
Goku in Metacooler did this in base. And it's also more likely that most of the movies are canon, being that Goku does know the Dragon Fist, which
No.
What?
No.
Because he knows Dragon Fist, they're canon? Excuse me? What logic is that?
Listen.
I want.
Listen, man.
Bruh. I
You
wanna see
could
your comments
say
on this man's
this.
video.
You could say this, Chuck. Or Super Saiyan 4 Goku just made it the fuck up. Again, you know what I'm saying? Like, this could be just a different Goku that also had the same idea.
Yeah.
I don't know. That's like, and then this
You know,
also just doesn't make
you're-
sense, bro. Like, movie 13 just doesn't make sense at all to like any Dragon Ball continuity. It's like actually its
That's
own
where
thing.
Trunks got his sword, though.
Yeah.
Duh.
he only
Why
carries
is
in
GT
15,
this
so
ultimate exception, man? Like, why is GT the ultimate exception?
I
Because
I have
get it.
scaling.
no clue, man.
Because of scaling, that's why.
Again, the form, like the fifth form that Cooler has in the movie, doesn't actually appear in Metacooler, like in the Metacooler movie. So I don't know how he's been able to conflate that these two coolers are the same thing.
Yeah. Also
Ugh.
historic. He's like, also Kosu, that response doesn't give an equal interpretation. I never said it was an equal interpretation. I just said you could say this, right? Let me add more context. You could say this, but it's wrong. Or you
But
can
it's
say
wrong.
this is another Goku that just also made it up. So let me just add that piece so that way there's more clarification. Forgot to tell you, Surfbone got pulled over again.
No, I
Oh,
didn't. No, I didn't. No, I
Surfbone.
didn't.
He immediately got
No, I
Oh,
didn't.
man.
No, I didn't. No, I didn't. No, I didn't. No, I didn't.
Oh no, he
what
immediately was
an
like,
L-
no.
This is fake news.
L driver, bro. L driver.
Shut the hell up. Let's just watch.
Let's
just get back to the
watch
video.
the video.
oh, we know at least movie 5, 6, and 13 are within GT's continuity.
No.
Point is, it is clear as day that using the
Hell
Z
yes, for
anime
that.
continuity in the Z movies
Clear as day, bro. It's pretty fucking cloudy from where I'm looking. Dog. I don't know what you're talking about. Clear as day. Like,
For him it
GT
is.
Goku is capable of moving at infinite speeds at bare minimum, but can reach inaccessible and even immeasurable levels
You
of
just
speed.
listed every speed. What the fuck?
Man, we're just missing irrelevant speed, which is sometimes what people use to argue with the fucking I can't even pronounce it.
Technically, they actually took out immeasurable speed. If we want to go down. Yeah, just saying. They technically took it
well,
out.
I mean, I think he's still acknowledging inaccessible as like a proper tier, so I don't think he's using versus battle.
Oh, you're right.
Hopefully,
You're
right? But like, yeah, dude. I mean, this like we've had conversations about this before, Surfbone, right? Like, if you're a content creator and people are coming to your channel, like they're coming to your channel for your opinion, right?
Yeah.
And when you give an answer like this is like we're starting back from square one, right? Like
Mhm.
you're like, okay, he's probably this or this or this or this. Like
He's anywhere from multi-galaxy to Uni Plus and speed anywhere from infinite to immeasurable.
yeah. Like just tell us what you think, bro.
Yeah. What
right?
a range.
Like tell us what you think. Now we're back at square
Because
fucking one.
because we're trying to answer this question, right?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Of
Like-
whether or not Super Saiyan 4 Goku. Because I swear to God, I better not hear so what so what do you guys think? Do you think Super Saiyan 4
Oh
Goku
god,
beats Golden Frieza?
yeah.
Let me know down in the comments
Yeah.
below.
This is insane. Also, he like never gave anything for MFTL Plus. He kind of just said it.
He just kind of went over it.
Yeah. But anyways, continuing.
Not to mention that during his scuffle with Cell and Frieza, base Goku, by simply powering up, was able to shake the afterlife all the way down from hell, which is consistent given his power growth. Goku then got several times
Not
stronger,
really
given that
that-
even though he saw
Huh?
Majub get his ass beat
Not really that like impressive considering again if you considered the movie's canon, Chuck, he did this all the way back in Janemba.
Yeah,
Yeah, and that
Fusion
was after the
Reborn.
Boo fight, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And he just said, "Oh, this is consistent because of his growth." Well, like, give a reason as to why that growth would be consistent for this feat. You just said that it was. Like,
Also,
tell
I
us
thought
why.
we also gotten past the part where shaking something doesn't mean that you can destroy it. I thought we got past that point.
That's yeah.
No.
What,
we
what-
have
you would
not.
then
think-
what's the point in bringing up that feat if you're already establishing that that he can destroy infinite-sized realms? Like, what's the point in this feat being mentioned at all?
Yeah. I don't know, man. This is strange. This is very
I-
strange. So far, Chuck, you've like established
I'm at a loss.
like
Not a loss for words.
you've kind of established nothing, man. Like I don't
You've
I'm
established
just as confused as before I even started the video. I don't know, man.
by Super 17 from Hell, he was still confident enough to fight him in his mastered Super Saiyan state, and he even manages to get a decent hit in. Of course, Super 17 was sticking around, but Goku was still doing better than Majub was, even though Super Saiyan 3 Goku in an earlier arc was struggling against Super Saiyan Baby, yet Majub was able to somewhat compete with Super Baby 2, or the equivalent of Baby Super Saiyan 3 form as inferred in the GT Perfect files. Before we get into the Shadow Dragon arc, where Goku showcases even more insane we have to go over a guidebook statement.
Why? Why do we have to?
I
don't think we
know
have to.
why. I
He
know
said,
why.
"Why?"
Why?
No, I know why. I know why, because it goes
Yeah.
against his scaling. Because
It's-
he's
yeah.
considering everything canon, right? And this
Mhm.
guide says that that Vegito in base is stronger than Super Saiyan 4.
Yep.
Oh, really? Does it?
Yeah, it
That's-
says it
yeah.
right here.
That's funny.
So let's
It's a very
let's-
infamous scan.
Yeah, let's hear him address it.
From the Dragon Ball GT TV special comic, that infers that Super Vegito might surpass the power of a Super Saiyan 4. But going by the aforementioned scaling and statements, it is more than likely that Super Vegito is far inferior to Super Saiyan 4 Goku. But for those that do think the guidebook is correct, I guess you could at least imply that Super Vegito
Why are you just giving in, dude? Like, hold your ground, bro. Like, hold your ground. You're
Because-
like, no, this is just fucking wrong. Like, I'm right. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Because, like,
fuck.
Chuck, did you even consider why this may, like, absolutely, like, destroy your scaling? Because that means that these characters have been, like, infinite speed and inaccessible and immeasurable ever since the
Forever.
Boo arc.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And that none of what Goku has demonstrated so far is at all impressive.
Which
Yeah.
means he
And
actually
then-
hasn't gotten any faster at all.
Yeah. Also, this contradicts the statement earlier about the whole like. No, this completely contradicts it. Actually, remember when he was trying to say that that Baby Vegeta has like a more awesome ki than he's ever felt before, and he said that this applies to Vegito.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This contradicts that
It's like
utterly.
obviously a lie. Yeah.
Because because Super Saiyan 4 Goku hadn't shown up at that point.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So you really
So,
shouldn't have
so
said it
Vegeta-
if you believe this.
Vegito like being equal to Super Saiyan 4 Goku completely destroys this line of scaling.
Mhm.
So why are you giving in to people that would go against you in this argument?
What are
He's
we
trying
doing?
to take
Chuck?
that middle. He's trying to take that middle ground. You know.
He's
Like I
playing it
said,
safe.
Yeah.
He's
the
tiptoeing the
indecisive.
line. You know, he's
Yep.
like
Exactly.
carefully kind of balancing himself so he doesn't trip, he didn't fall.
Exactly.
I don't know,
Mhm.
man. That's a
This is
no.
why you think about your arguments holistically.
Vegito and Super Saiyan 4 Goku are similar in power, but that would be quite illogical since enraged Buhan was able to make Super Vegito struggle through breaking his Vice Shout barrier, which would infer that although Super Vegito was superior to Buhan, he wasn't so overwhelmingly powerful that he would be able to beat him easily. Yet, Boo Plus level characters
what?
like Rildo were introduced.
That doesn't contradict the statement.
Yeah, well, I was like, wait, what? Did I miss how that was actually contradictory? What?
Although Super Vegito was superior to Buhan, he wasn't so overwhelmingly powerful that he would be able to beat him easily. Yet,
Well, you see, guys, push up glasses. Well, you see, it's because it wasn't a complete and utter stomp in Vegito's favor. That means that the statement doesn't really apply, you see.
But it was
That's why.
complete stomping. It literally was a
Like,
complete.
what tells you that? Literally, there was nothing that Buhan could physically do to Vegito.
Exactly.
that
He
could-
destroyed it. What is he talking
Mhm.
about? I'm so confused.
Did we watch
that was
the same
literally a
fight?
stomping. Yeah, that was literally a stomping. I have no idea what he's talking about.
Yeah, man. I don't. Lord.
Plus level characters
And also,
like
the
Rildo
reason why Vegito didn't utterly destroy Buhan was because he was planning to get all the people that Boo absorbed to
Inside.
eventually be to be unabsorbed by him.
Yeah, exactly.
And that's why he lets himself get, and that's why he just toys around with him and basically, literally presses him until he resorts to that.
Mhm.
Like that's why Vegito toys around with him the whole time. So no, it was a complete and utter stomp, and Vegito could have ended the fight at any point
Exactly.
if he really wanted to.
Yeah.
I'm fairly certain Vegito does say something like that.
Probably. Yeah, like he just trashed.
He literally said, he literally gave Boo a countdown. He's like, I'm going to give you to the count of 10, and by the time I get to 10, I'm going to blast you into oblivion.
Mm-hmm. And he could have done
Like
it too.
if you weren't completely going to utterly stomp the character, I don't think you would literally give them a time frame being like, I'm going to one-shot you after this 10 seconds is up.
Yeah.
And that's
I'm
after he
sorry.
consistently whooped his ass the entire time. So
Uncontested.
Rildo were introduced, and Super Saiyan 4 Goku was able to overcome quite easily. Also, the guidebook is not 100% clear on if they mean Super Saiyan 4 Goku in general, or just a Super Saiyan 4 multiplier in itself. Regardless, I personally don't agree with this
that's
statement,
better.
just going by how
Yeah.
GT seems to outskill
should've
anything we
started
have
with
seen
that.
in Z. But if you go by this statement, then I guess you could argue straight away that Golden Frieza does slap, given that during the Battle of Gods movie, Goku states that even fusion wouldn't be enough to take care of Beerus. Yes, Super Saiyan God Goku, and by extent, Super Saiyan Blue Goku, would be able to contend with him a lot better. Also, one could correct me if I'm wrong on this, but I believe...
So he's saying Golden Frieza wins.
Like,
He
if
just
we
said
take
if you
this,
align
Yeah.
with yourself with this scaling, then Golden Frieza just utterly destroys him.
Yeah.
yeah.
Exactly. Yeah.
So,
So,
yeah,
like-
GG. Like
Yeah. Exactly. It's like, wait, so that's the end of the video right there. Like, you just answered it.
yeah, like he didn't actually
Maybe-
provide
maybe-
any kind
maybe
of
Chuck-
counter to it. So I mean,
Yeah.
Maybe
he
Chuck,
really
the-
fucked
this was
himself
the-
up.
Yeah.
Maybe you shouldn't have been saying that everything was canon because that because then it brings up more things to utterly contradict your scaling.
Yeah.
Like this statement right here that's only really applicable to the anime if you really wanted to use it, in which the anime doesn't use introduces a lot of scenes that don't occur in the manga.
You know,
So
we
if you
only use
wanted
the
to make this a
guidebooks that
consistent
help.
argument, so if you wanted to use a consistent argument, you should have just stayed with the manga instead of going into the realm of the anime, and then because you wanted to upscale Super Saiyan 4 Goku, then use
movies.
the movies,
Yeah.
which you didn't establish at like truly why they're canon, except same
No, he
character
didn't.
exists in series.
Yeah, he didn't. Yeah,
Dragon
no.
Fist.
you know Kosu. Goku uses the Kamehameha in every movie.
That's that literally
Yeah,
thing
like,
when
literally,
you
yeah.
brought up Dragon Fist. He also had to go Super Saiyan, so you know that was all.
He-
Dragon
Yeah,
too.
that's true. Man, like it's funny because he didn't actually provide like a viable counter to like this argument that he like made up, right? Because he like brought up this scan and was like, yeah, you could also like, I need to address this, right? Because like you were saying, it like it really fucks his shit up for like Super Saiyan 4 Goku.
Yeah.
And then he didn't say anything besides the fact that he was like, well, he kind of struggled with Buhan, so this means that the scan doesn't really work. That's the only kind of like justification he had for it.
Yeah.
So it's like he brought up an argument and couldn't counter it, but then just left it alone. Like it's
also if he really wanted to truly counter this argument, he should have emphasized on the whole argument that it's more so, it seems to more so imply that it's being compared to the Super Saiyan form itself and not Super Saiyan 4 Goku, like the actual character.
That would have been a lot better.
You could have easily said that, and you could have emphasized that more. But though he's like, but if you agree with this line of scaling, then Golden Frieza slaps. And it's just like,
you're giving people like you're
What?
opening the door for people right now, dude. Like,
what?
You know, maybe
so-
we misunderstood though. Maybe the entire time he was trying to say that Golden Frieza slaps. Maybe that was his whole goal.
maybe.
Maybe.
Believe that the guy that states Super Vegito may be stronger than a Super Saiyan 4 came out during the Baby Saga, or around there. So it's likely not talking about Super Saiyan 4 Goku from the Super 17 or Shadow Dragon arcs, or even Super Saiyan 4 Goku in general to begin with. But I thought it would be good to bring up for those that were curious about my thoughts on it.
Here are 3 reasons why you should buy a new gaming PC.
You're
from
welcome.
Build
You can
Redux.
have the money,
We
Chuck.
offer the best prices
You can
on
have
gaming.
the money,
But
Chuck.
even if we take this statement literally, Super Saiyan 4 Goku should not only have superior stamina than Golden Frieza, given that he was able to take a multitude of attacks and stay transformed, even when his ki was drained, but going by scaling from Metacooler, he should be far faster than Z Golden Frieza as well, if you want to argue.
So if he was immeasurable speed, why didn't he just go back in time to before
he
like
transformed
the
Golden.
so before the Dragon, well, for one, before the Dragon Balls like shot off into space, right?
Oh,
Before he got
yeah.
changed into a kid,
Yeah.
right? Like there's so many events in Dragon Ball GT that could have been prevented if he just went back in time.
Yeah, if he actually had immeasurable speed.
Then you would be presenting instances to why Goku being this fact would end up contradicting the series itself if you were to take that interpretation
Oh yeah,
seriously.
yeah. What is it that
Which-
Dragon Ball fans say? Oh well, he didn't do it because of plot. That's why.
Mhm. He
Not
just
that,
didn't-
not
he
that
didn't
plot
feel
isn't
like
the
it.
narrative, and plot is what we scale off of. But no,
What-
no.
He
Yeah,
would have just created
whatever
another
we do,
timeline.
yeah.
whatever you do, just do not mention the big V to Chuck. It might blow his brains.
Yeah,
The
no.
big V.
No, he
The
can't.
big V.
We won't
What's that?
speak of it
The
no
big-
more. We won't
The
speak
big
of it.
V.
You're gonna have to
Oh, yeah,
find
yeah.
out on your own, buddy. The big V. We can't let Chuck know.
Argue that the Z movies did not take place during the same continuity as the Battle of Gods and Revival of Frieza films.
That didn't
More
work.
on this later on, though. There aren't any universal feats within the Battle of Gods or Revival of Frieza movies, but they do clearly infer that Super Saiyan God Goku and by extent Beerus and Golden Frieza scale well above Super Saiyan Vegito and their
He's saying movie specifically. Like there
Yeah.
aren't any statements in the movie, but like
Wait,
in the anime.
But did he not establish at the beginning he was going to be using the anime versions?
No, he's using
No,
he's using the
version,
movies.
He said, yeah.
Why?
He said they had different
Why?
theories.
I don't know.
Yeah, he
What's the
specifically
point
said
of
the movie.
that? He's like that just tells me one thing, that he's utterly like using the weakest version of Golden Frieza to make this any type of like this is like oh my god. Like he's taken away all of Golden Frieza's scaling essentially.
Yeah.
Like any scaling for him whatsoever. Because at that point, you can't even tell how strong Goku is at that point, other than he is much stronger than a hypothetical, like, Super Saiyan 3 Vegito.
Yeah.
And, like, way beyond that, because he was able to fight at a level that's able to contend with Beerus at, like, a 60% state.
I think the point of what he's doing, like, the entire time he's backscaling, right? Like Vegito is just like the main point of like both sides of scaling for these guys. So it's like, which is strange. Like, you absolutely just could have used the anime, and you would have had enough statements to make the motherfucker Uni Plus at the very least, right? But I don't know. I'm not gonna claim to understand his thinking for making his videos.
Like,
It's very
this
strange.
makes zero sense why he would just say the movies for some reason.
Yeah.
Because again, they don't they don't apply
No,
like
they
at all.
don't.
Like,
They don't.
For scale to be
let me
well
use a
above
golden Frieza
baseline
with no
universal.
scaling.
Although Golden Frieza doesn't quite scale to a full power Beerus and Z, he would scale from his level of raw power that he showed in the Battle of Gods movie, that was stated as transcending dimensions in the Chosen.
Oh no.
No,
Oh God, no.
not this one. No.
Here we go, boys.
Wait, hold on. I want to see what that says.
Let's get it.
No.
Powers
Let's
of
get
Gosh
it.
City presented actually transcends the. Oh my God! Wait, transcends dimensions. We're talking about like all of dimensions. Then that's outer. He's actually above dimensionality as a whole.
I mean,
Beerus is outer.
From the way that like Chuck has been interpreting these statements, we can just utterly assume that like this is more than capable of like putting freaking Golden Frieza well above the levels of Goku, Super Saiyan 4 Goku.
Yeah.
Yup.
Yo,
God,
we got outer Beerus.
Yeah.
Yeah, he
You're
transcends
welcome.
dimensions.
You're welcome, chat.
Right? Transcends dimensionality. Like, that's
Yep.
obviously how we
just
should have
upscaled
done
for
this.
you.
Yeah. We just made your character stronger for you. I don't know if you noticed that.
Denshu
We did
4.
your job for you.
Which you could argue is enough to wipe out the afterlife, which is a higher dimensional realm as confirmed by the
No.
Yes.
Yo, my God, we need the transcendental. We need the transcendental. Yo, we got outer Beerus, exactly, Crimson.
And this is also
Transcendental.
a mistranslated scan that he's using.
Oh, it is. Yeah.
What's
I
the-
think
what's
both.
the
I think both.
mistranslation?
I think
It
both
just says
translations say transcendental, though, right?
They say they mention the word transcendental, but it just says like it's like transcending dimensions to the point where it cannot be perceived from the mortal realm or the human world.
Yeah. And
Which
look at
obviously, going off of the text presented, that just means that like you can't view the afterlife.
This. Yeah.
Exactly.
Now let's get this straight too, right? The difference, transcendent, right? You can
transcendental.
say that's like above or beyond something, right? Transcendental is just like spiritual, right? Which
Of or relating to a spiritual realm is all
Yeah.
it means.
which that's
Like
correct.
Yep.
the afterlife
Exactly, which would be wildly consistent
Where-
with it. Just
where-
afterlife.
where characters go to die.
Almost every iteration of an afterlife is transcendental for the most part,
Yep.
right? Like that's okay.
Also, Chuck, big major criticism. If you're going to substantiate this as a 5D, like again, I'm acting like I'm a viewer who just came across your channel. Why is this 5D?
Mm-hmm. Well, let's
Why
hear. Let's hear
why
his-
is what's stated like a 5D realm? Why?
Yeah, get it to 4D first, then upscale it to 5D from there.
Mhm.
Yeah, like again, you haven't like done any like substantiation yet. You have to first talk about what the scan says and then say, because of what's stated in the scan and what the context suggests, that it is 5D. You should have like, if you're going to make that argument, that's how your argument should be structured in order to make any coherent sense. But no, you said, oh, this just implies it's 5D.
Yeah. There's a lot of talk about dimensions
No big
here
thing.
and like not enough math involved. So it's like
no big think. Me just say. Me tell you how to interpret scan.
The amount of times you
I
guys
don't-
tear apart that
don't.
skin.
I won't tell you how I came to this conclusion, but
But it just is.
yeah.
Yeah.
So we'll hear his argument though.
Zenshu 4 World Guide. This is consistent due to the fact that the June 2013 V-Jump issue states that Super Saiyan God Goku and by extent Beerus had been part of a super dimensional battle.
no,
Oh god, super dimensional.
no,
Fuck.
Super dimensional dimensionally transcendental, transcends dimensions. Like, bro, this is
these guidebooks are
stacking
so
it, bro.
bad.
He's just stacking it. Also, like, where does it say 5D here, anyways? Like, I know this is like a translation, and it says like in parentheses 5D supporting evidence for Super Saiyan God and Beerus. Where's 5D here?
Yeah.
That's
Also,
just like an
how is-
insert. Like,
He said this is a promotional guide, right?
yes, it is.
A promotional guide that
Yeah.
doesn't like have that's the point is just to promote the film. Like
Mhm.
again, if we're gonna be using like promotional guides and we're gonna be taking them by the most literal interpretation ever,
Mhm.
then we're just gonna say that Broly and Gogeta are the two strongest characters in Dragon Ball because they said it was the battle between the strongest versus the strongest.
Yeah. Yeah, which has
And
no
if you
room
even
for Beerus.
contest that and try to use context to debunk it, then you're proving my point.
Yeah, that leaves no room for Beerus or
So
Whis
any
or
of y'all
any of
that
the
actually
angels.
use this to scale your series, Gogeta and Broly are the strongest characters in Dragon Ball.
Yeah, but Surfbone, everything's canon. Everything's canon.
Yeah. Everything's
canon, bro.
Yep. So Broly and Gogeta are even more powerful than everything in GT too,
Yeah, and heroes
and Heroes.
and Dogs.
No one has
Xenoverse.
yet to be.
Xenoverse.
No one has yet to be stronger than Broly, ever.
Facts.
It
Man,
didn't
I could
specify a
legitimately
time.
you can legitimately make this argument because nobody scales to that Gogeta and that Broly either.
Yeah. Shit, man.
Cringe.
we only ever see base Broly in the manga. So again, no one scales to that to legendary
Yeah.
Super Saiyan Broly.
Yeah. Yeah. Also, yeah, no, I was just reading Cosmic saying like super dimension is not a common term in most fields, and its meaning may vary depending on the context, which is something I was meaning to bring up.
Like
Like,
you're telling me that context matters?
weird, right?
That we should consider it whenever we're trying to interpret a statement? That's crazy.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's
So-
crazy. Maybe you should tell Chuck that.
Damn.
Super dimensional does not have to be as impressive as you think it is in this context,
Yep.
dude. Like, even if we were to use this scan, right, for whatever reason, right, like, just because it says super dimensional doesn't automatically add some fucking vectors to their power. Like, that's just
Yeah.
very strange to me,
Go-
man.
That doesn't
Goku
mean
does
the
say-
definition that you want it to mean.
Hmm.
Goku does say that Broly may be stronger than Beerus. That is true.
Oh yeah,
Damn,
so there we go. Yeah.
Damn, so this argument is consistent now.
Yeah. Oh, man.
Also, just so we also address this, what in the actual movies demonstrate that this is a 5D battle that's occurring? Like what? Because we already established that the universal like feats in which they're actually affecting the entire macrocosm does not exist in the movies. So how the hell is like the people who are making this like promotion like
Yeah.
actually where are they getting this from? Like,
Yeah.
how did they watch the movie and just assume it's a super dimensional battle?
You would have had
5D.
Yeah, you would have had a stronger argument for this if you used the anime because it has the feats there, right?
It has more scaling.
Still
there.
wrong, right? But like,
Yeah.
you would have have like actually an established line of reasoning. Here, you're missing a pretty vital piece of it. I don't know, man. This is so.
In
this
other
is so
words,
weird.
Golden Frieza, even in the Z continuity,
say it.
has an argument for
Don't say
having
it.
fifth dimensional
It's
power.
an incorrect
It
argument.
also depends on how you.
Come on, man.
Oh no. What's this guy gonna
Battle of
say?
Gods Battle Book,
Oh my god, is there a book for every movie?
bro.
It's like every arc,
Hold on,
every movie has a
what does it
goddamn
say?
book.
What does it say? What does it
Want to
say?
interpret the following statement from the 2013 Battle of Gods Battle Book, which states that Beerus' power transcends all previous villains and is in a different dimension of power. So,
Oh my
does this statement
Oh my god, it's all these hyperbolic statements that people just take
I
with
wanna
the most literal sense.
I wanna die. I wanna die.
Did you know that the pasta that I made today is in a different dimension of flavor than like the
it's
cereal?
beyond
It's
I
than
knew
the
you were
cereal
gonna
that I
say
ate this
that.
morning. Like,
I knew you were gonna say
come on, man. Dimensions don't have to mean mathematical every single use of the word. Like,
Yo, it was so bad. Oh my god.
oh my god, man. Surfbone, stop this, please.
This
Do something.
is your idea, Kosu.
I know.
Yeah, this was your idea. You subjected me to this. You're like, yo, Surfbone, you want to watch Chuck's latest video?
Yeah, I did. Oh, I'm in a different
And I said,
dimension of
sure,
brain dead
bud,
watching
let's
this.
watch it.
What in the Suggs verse? Like, bro.
Mean
I
that Beerus is
swear.
above all the Canon Z villains like Cell and Boo? Or does it mean he's above all villains in general, including the ones from the movies
Fuck
and
it,
GT?
why not?
Like
We're saying a whole lot of
Shenron,
shit anyway.
Broly, and
Yeah,
Janemba?
you might as well say all
You
of
might
it.
as well, bro. I don't give a fuck at this point. Like,
He's like,
We already got
He's
Beerus
basically
out
a-
there, so fuck it. Say yes to everything else
yeah,
too.
you know what? Throw Demigra in there too. Fuck it, right? Why not? Like,
But throw
This
other
is-
people from other animes. Throw Shooter in there. Fuck it. Beerus
This
is
is-
above Shooter at this point. Who gives a shit? He's just-
this is the most convoluted argument I've ever heard to just say that Golden Frieza beats Super Saiyan 4 Goku.
honestly, I genuinely hope you didn't take that much time like coming up with this stuff, man. Like I really
Damn.
hope you didn't like spend time like actually writing this shit down and be like, yeah, this makes sense. You know what I'm saying?
This
'Cause-
man went on Reddit one time and it changed his entire worldview. That's literally what happened.
man, Chucky boy.
Argue it means
Chucky
it's above all villains in general, then this would mean that Beerus and by extension Golden Frieza would scale from Metacooler's Immeasurable Speed feat. But if you want to argue it just means that Z canon villains, then Goku would still have the
What?
speed advantage
What?
in Janemba.
Yeah,
If you
rewind.
want to argue it means it's above all villains in general, then this would mean that Beerus and by extension Golden Frieza would scale from Metacooler's Immeasurable Speed feat.
Why?
But if you want to argue it just means that Z
Why?
canon villains, then Goku would still have the speed advantage scaling off of Metacooler, which is honestly the only thing that makes his battle somewhat competitive.
I'm surprised he hasn't even brought up the instant
somewhat
transmission.
competitive? At this point, you basically just said that Golden Frieza slaps.
Slaps. Utterly slaps. Well,
You
no,
haven't
not,
even-
not if you use that one guidebook, though, then he doesn't slap. Remember?
that one.
Yeah.
One.
At what
God.
point did we just say like, yeah, like I think what we were memeing about like a second ago, saying, fuck it, throw it in there, throw Shenron in there, throw
He's
Demigra,"
doing
like,
it.
He's
Yeah.
actually doing it.
He's throwing everything in there.
He's
He decided himself,
you know what?
too. Was like, fuck it, let's do it.
Like, dude, I mean, at this point, there's like a level of respect that I have to give to him. Because like there's so much like I don't give a shit anymore in this video that like I would love to have, right? There's just so much confidence of like I don't give a fuck anymore. He's stronger than Cooler, he's stronger than Broly, he's stronger than Janemba. I don't give a shit.
He's the
Like-
strongest character in existence at this point. He just
like
solos
good
anime.
shit. Good shit. I
Yeah.
want that kind of confidence, man. Like I can't.
We're
Yeah.
just condescending dicks.
Yeah, bro.
Why don't we
eating
just
right
start
now.
using Dokkan Battle now?
I know, dude. Like,
Let's just start saying that's canon now, and characters have boundless strength. Let's start doing that shit now. Let's
Chuck-
go, Chuck.
Chuck,
Let's
it-
go.
Chuck, if you need
Everything is
some-
canon, buddy.
Chuck, if you need some Dokkan scans, man, like I got you. I'll re-download it. Right? Like, I'm pretty far into it.
Re-download it.
Like I got you, dog. Like we can hook this up. We can make these fuckers stronger, dog. Like
People are gonna like start throwing money into that gacha game to get the best card possible, and they'll be like, "Yo, see, look, this card says he's outer, so therefore he's outer."
yeah.
W.
Oh man.
Regarding the Shadow Dragon saga, the evil Shenron is stated as being able to bring destruction to the universe.
That's not impressive considering where you're at.
You,
It
you
really
literally
isn't.
already
Yeah.
established characters that can destroy the entire universe.
Yeah.
earlier.
Like
This is back.
Why
This
is
is
it
like,
true?
at this point, even more than that.
yeah, you're
Like,
downscaling at this point.
Yeah. this
Outer
is-
Dokkan W.
Which
Like,
just
again-
makes sense as some
This is filler in a video.
Gotta
This doesn't matter. Like,
get
you've already
above that
established
10 minutes. Gotta get above the 10
you
minutes.
somehow came to the conclusion that Frieza is fifth dimensional because he could destroy the afterlife. And like, what I don't get is he's saying that Goku scales to Beerus, which is already fucking baffling to me. Even if you go off of the freaking movie, which says that he was holding back to the point where he's only using 60% of his power, and now you're just saying that Golden Frieza just scales to that? Why?
Yeah.
Why?
Why?
Man.
Why?
I
Like he didn't.
fuck
He
it,
didn't
bro.
explain why Golden Frieza like scales to that at all.
Surfbone. Fuck it, bro.
Fuck it.
Just
fuck
just
it.
fuck it.
Throw consistency out the window. Just fuck it all.
Oh,
Context. What is that?
I like this video.
Internal
This is
consistency.
a
I
great
never
video.
didn't know. Why did you like? the
I'm so
video?
happy. This is an amazing video.
Kosu is going insane.
Yeah.
Like,
Some of them were able to somewhat compete with Super Saiyan 4 Goku, like Ice and Nova Shenron. Or, well, not really Ice Shenron because he got Dragon Fisted hella hard. However, since Shenron was about that for sure,
Fortnite
since he
reference?
effortlessly killed Nova Shenron, tanked the 10 times Kamehameha from Super Saiyan 4 Goku, and after he transformed into Omega Shenron, he became at least 10 times stronger than before.
This is the first like actual quantification I've seen all video.
that he's ever given.
10 times stronger.
10 times universal. Cool.
10 times
He's not fifth
immeasurable, too.
dimensional.
No,
so
10 times outer. 10 times outer.
10 times. Well, no, it doesn't apply to this Goku.
Yeah, not this one.
That's only-
Not
that's
this
o-
one. Wait,
That's only to Frieza.
wait, no.
you're right.
Wait, why did we only use the otherworld stuff for Frieza and not Goku? Like he shook he shook the otherworld too, right? Like why are we just
know, but-
using the 5D stuff for Frieza
Oh, 'cause
when
he-
he's performed similar stuff anyways?
Well, no, it's just the fact that like we kind of like went over how the whole like shaking thing doesn't like.
Well, sure.
equate to that, but, like-
And that makes sense, right? But like, fuck it. It's fine. I was gonna say like the universal stuff too, but like, it's fine. It could.
which by the
I'm not
way,
gonna-
which
I'm not gonna add
which
him
by-
because reasons.
by the
yeah.
way, since he's saying the movies are canon, Goku already again did that in Fusion Reborn, and that was directly
Yeah.
after Majin Buu.
Yeah.
Directly.
But keep in mind,
afterwards, so
like
that scales.
he
That
still
scales
thinks,
to Golden Frieza anyway.
yeah, he still thinks this is impressive, right? So it's like, just keep adding to it, man. Don't stop. Like, I
Go
don't
all
know.
the way.
You could have a way better fight if you just consider him being 5D too. Like, but anyway.
Which allowed him to slap 2 Super Saiyan 4s around and endure an attack from Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta, somehow. Omega Shenron using his minus energy was going to be able to wipe out the entire macrocosm over time, which can be scaled to low multiversal,
or 5D. Or 5D.
Yeah,
because
you're,
you just
you're
said
going down.
or 5D.
Show the
Yeah.
show the statement. Show
going
the
simply
statement.
off of raw power levels. He even states numerous times that he would lay waste to the galaxy and the entire universe like a god of destruction. For further confirmation that
Like
he
a
would
god of
destroy the
destruction.
entire macrocosm, including the afterlife, it is also stated by the Kais that even their realm would not be spared. Yet, even
Okay, there we
so,
go.
Super Saiyan 4 Goku with his Dragon Fist was able to pierce right through him and nearly would have killed him if it wasn't for Omega Shenron's bullshit regeneration. Regardless, the point is that Super Saiyan 4 Goku would somewhat scale to Omega Shenron's raw power if he's able to keep up with him and severely damage him, making him in essence 5D or low multiversal, just like Frieza as well.
Oh, there we go.
It is
Whoa,
There we
also
go.
stated that
There we go.
What? How can you be 5D but low multiversal?
I
What?
was,
What?
that's what I was gonna say,
Chuck,
but you said
did you bother to read the tiering system while you were writing this video?
That's
Chuck-
multiversal plus, my friend.
I
Did you get Dragon Fist gives Goku an amp?
Bro, we're just handing out dimensions, man. We're handing them out. Like, look under
We're
your
handing
chair.
them out in the wrong order. Yo, you're 5D
absolutely.
or 4D. We're going in the wrong order.
Oh, lordy lord. Come on. But hey, like, he brought it up, though. Now they're both 5D.
Yep.
No, they're
Or
both
low
5D.
multi, or multi
Or low
galaxy,
multi.
or MFTL,
Yeah.
or immeasurable.
Ultra full power Super Saiyan 4 Goku was close to as strong as Omega Shenron. Again, it depends on if you want to argue that the original Z movies are part of the Battle of Gods and a revival of Frieza canon,
They're
But if
not.
they aren't a part of
not.
it, then we can argue that Super Saiyan 4 Goku has the greater speed and logically the greater stamina. But if we
No.
do infer that the Z movies take place in the same continuity,
They
then
don't.
even Base or Final Form Frieza would be able to exterminate Goku, given that he was somewhat on par with Base Goku, who at this point had achieved the same Beyond God state, which allowed him to exhibit
hold
super...
on.
More promotional
No,
material.
in the first off, in the movie, they were not relative. In the anime, they were relative. In the movie, they absolutely were not relative. Goku and Base was dog walking the hell out of Final Form Frieza. Like that was
Yeah.
not relativity at all. He literally mocked him for how weak he was. He was like, "Really? This is all you have?" Like they weren't relative. That's only the anime where they relative. Come on, come.
Oh
Tripping.
God, damn it!
Go ahead. Vent, bro. That's fine.
Where's my liquor?
What else can
There's
I
my
say at this
liquor.
point? That's all. I should have brought some fucking alcohol to this.
I was like, the only thing I have is Everclear, and I'm not drinking.
I need to
that.
numb away this pain.
Book the.
Chuck.
Oh, let's finish it. See if he actually gives us a decisive answer.
Super Saiyan God levels of power and base, which as I mentioned earlier, is stated to have super dimensional power and in effect would also surpass
Why are
all
you-
of the
why are you
previous
using
movie
anime
and GT villains and by
scenes there?
extent eliminate Goku's speed advantage. Now, if we were to use the canon Dragon Ball Super scaling for the Revival of Frieza arc, then Golden Frieza would blow GT Goku out of the water attack potency and
Why?
durability-wise even more,
Why?
given that he was scaled massively above the Battle of Gods Super Saiyan God Goku that was going
How
to
much?
be able to wipe out the
That's why.
macrocosm. A small multiverse with several infinite time-space continuums while suppressed, which
What?
easily trumps whatever
Okay.
raw power scaling we have for GT
He didn't show
Goku,
that.
who's
For it's stronger than anything from GT Goku. You just said that Omega Shenron was gonna do the same damn thing.
Well, he granted he said he was going to do it over time instead of just in one
Outright.
shot, like
Yeah.
Sure,
like what they were
yeah,
going to do
okay.
with Goku and Beerus.
Fuck. At least he included the anime, but for fuck's sake.
who somewhat
Yeah.
scales to Omega Shenron. And speed-wise, Goku might still have it there. Although the Dragon Ball Super characters do
Manga?
No, no,
Surfbone. Surfbone like
no, no.
That's like long after Battle of Frieza. He said he was only going to use the Battle of Frieza.
dude.
What the fuck?
Dude.
What is happening right now?
Kosu may remember this, but I remember literally having an argument with him on this exact
Yes,
feat in itself,
yes,
and
yes.
having to explain to him why this would not be an accessible speed.
Yeah. Like
Here,
Chuck, I
actually,
was
okay.
there. I was there, bro. I get it.
Silver.
I understand you, bro.
Here,
I
let-
used to argue
hold-
this
hold-
all the time.
Yeah.
I'm-
He and I debated about this a long time ago.
Mm-hmm.
Look, I'm going to give the exact same argument to Chuck that I did to the Kosu back then. If I have a pizza and I take one slice of the pizza and I eat it, and now the pizza is gone, is the space in which the pizza then occupied now just completely and utterly erased from existence?
Yes, in Dragon Ball.
In Dragon Ball.
Dragon Ball.
But see, like also
Damn, you got me there. I've never heard of that argument.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But also, Clothespins just said it, right? This happened after.
Yeah.
The
And he said he was only using
Like-
and he said he was only using Revival of F. Like what the
But,
fuck?
but considering Dragon Ball Super characters are able to move into space without time, that logically.
Yeah. Dude, I mean, if this
I can't
is the case, right,
anymore.
If we're using every goddamn thing,
I can't.
right? If we're using everything,
I can't do it. I can't do it anymore.
Everything.
If we're using everything, right? You could just get these You could just use the World of Void, right? You could
Yeah.
just use Goku forcing himself into the future, right? And just get
Oh,
faster
God.
shit than this.
Yeah.
But
Honestly, like I said, he should have just gone outer after that one scan about Beerus. He should have just gone outer.
All right. Let's just. I know. I get it. Just USA, bro. Like we got this. All right.
do reach inaccessible and infinite speeds, they don't quite get to immeasurable speeds. So even though Golden Frieza would
they
have
do.
a massive power advantage,
Make
Goku
it
might still
irrelevant.
have an answer with his speed and stamina. Too Long Didn't Read, if we're using strictly Dragon Ball Z Revival of Frieza scaling, then GT Goku would win through speed blitzing. If we're using the Revival of Frieza movie plus the original DBZ movies, then Golden Frieza would stomp and attack potency, speed, and durability. But if we're using the Dragon Ball Super scaling, then Frieza would still be stronger, but lose his speed advantage, giving GT Goku a chance to outlast and blitz. Then again, if you consider Battle of Gods and the Revival of Frieza movies to be canon to GT, which I've seen some people argue before, then with that logic, you could argue that GT Goku does win over.
Send me those people, bro. Like, tell them to hit my line.
Those people.
Tell them to hit my line, bro.
I'm waiting for the line, Kosu. I'm waiting for the line.
Yeah.
He's gonna say it.
Bro.
He's gonna say it. He's
But
leading
anyways,
up to it.
what did you think of this breakdown?
No.
Do you think GT Goku has a chance, or would he fall just like his Dragon Ball Z counterpart? Please let me know. Have a good one.
Yeah,
Be sure to subscribe. Peace out, audience.
He said it.
No definitive. No definitive. Yep.
Shock.
No definitive. No balls. Take a definitive stance.
Are a
When I say
coward.
Gojo beats Goku, I say Gojo beats Goku. I'm like, oh well, it could go either way. No, I say Gojo fucks up that bitch.
Just say it, bro. Say it with your chest, dog.
Say it with your chest.
Like, come on, bro.
But you see, if you use this argument, you could say that Goku could win. However, I'll let you guys decide. So what do you think? Do you think that GT Goku beats Golden Frieza?
You know, if you use the argument that Gojo has all of his abilities and speed, he beats Goku. If you use the argument that Gojo won't do anything for the entire fight, Goku wins. Like, just take a stance, dog. Fuck. God damn it! Just take a stance. Piss people off. Who cares?
Yeah,
fucking
bro.
say it.
You know,
That's controversy,
you know what this
man. That's what you were. That's what you used to be about, dog. What happened?
You
You was out here fucking saying, nah, fuck that. You're wrong. Like Goku, you were standing up to motherfuckers arguing with Broly with fucking super perfect Cell, dog. Where's that energy, right?
Yeah.
You were wrong.
Deku
but like, that
loves
was
reality, therefore he solos. Like, I don't. Even if it's stupid, at least stand on it. At least have a
man.
definitive stance, even if it's dumb.
Yeah, man. Have an opinion, man. Don't appeal to all these people, man.
This reminds me of when close when you had the argument with Kratos, and you eventually came to the conclusion. It's like, all right, now if you want to say that Gojo has an accessible speed, you need to specify every time before a debate you have to say that Goku is mentally challenged, and that's why.
Hey,
it's like
Kratos
if
agreed to
Goku's
accessible speed, so it is. I'll take it.
It's like, look, you can also make the argument that that Gojo will just be really, really, really dumb and never use his inaccessible speed, and therefore that will then mean that Goku wins.
Exactly. Yeah. There you go. All right. You know what?
I'll let you guys decide.
I'll take it. Kratos is he's I would consider one of the better debaters, and he agreed to inaccessible speed. So you know what? I'll fucking take it. But at least I took a goddamn stance on it.
But I'll let you guys decide. So who do you think wins? Oh, God.
Exactly.
Yeah, you know what?
Coward. Freaking coward.
Look,
Coward.
man, I would Chuck. If you ever look, I know you and I are, I think, still friends on Discord. Hit me up. We can just talk about it, right? I can explain to you why all of this is wrong, right? Assuming you actually believe this, because I don't even know what the fuck you believe after this video.
That's a good point. He could have just made the video for fun.
Yeah. So all of this, sure. I can give you the benefit of the doubt. Maybe you don't actually truly believe everything here, all these arguments. But if you do, bro, hit me up, dog. We can talk about it. We all can talk about it. Because this is insane.
The irony in the fact that we have the certain art for Clothespins character is the Goku think pose.
Yeah.
And it's lit, and we have this video, and it's just think, Chuck, think.
Yeah, man. So
The
that
fact
was
is, after this video, you would just type in the comments, so wait, what do you actually believe then?
yeah.
Which one do you? What position do you actually have?
Like the fact that you now have to clarify that because you were so ambiguous with your position.
Yeah, anytime he would give an argument, he's like, "Well, there's an argument for it,"
And there's an
Yeah.
argument for that.
and I'm like,
There's an
"Cool."
argument
Like
for that.
it's the Seth approach. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yep.
like I don't mean to give Seth, attention because for obvious reasons, right? But like, he did the same thing with his like Goku video or like any video.
A coward.
Yeah, he was just like, well, there's an argument for this, or you could probably say this. It's just like, how about you just just say it, just tell me what you think. That's
What's
come on,
funny is that Seth's like retort to that previous like inaccessible speed, like quote unquote inaccessible speed feat was worse than Chuck actually just agreeing with it, because you know what he said in the video. It's just like, to be honest, I don't think Toyotaro or Toriyama were really thinking when they were making this scene.
Oh,
so,
no.
and it's just like,
They don't
is
think ever
the-
whenever they're making Dragon Ball.
yeah, and it's just like, but that's not a counter argument.
No.
That doesn't counter anything. You just saying, well, I just don't think that's what the author intended when they were making the scene, you know.
Author
Yeah.
intent.
It's like, man, fuck the author.
Tell
Beat his
Toyotaro
ass.
to debate me right now.
Yeah, I'll debate both Toriyama and Toyotaro. Tell them to pull up. I won't
Yeah, tell
understand a
them
word
to
they're
pull
saying, but
up.
goddamn it, I will try.
I'll translate for you.
Yeah, well,
That was awful.
yeah, I'm not this was the only video I had planned for like reacting to. So, anybody got any
I think-
questions? Anybody got any statements that they'd like to say up in the chat at all?
Aside from the awfulness that we've already said.
Oh, for sure. Look, and Chuck, if you do end up watching this, I don't even think you would, but like if you do, right? I'm not trying to be disrespectful. You know what I'm saying? But like I would do this with Surfbone. I would do this with
Yeah.
Clothespins. I would do this with Hashi, any of my friends, right? And
you
if I
wouldn't.
saw them saying something wrong, like I would definitely be like, dog, like this is insane. And I would expect that, like vice versa, right? I was in a similar position to this. Like I was saying some crazy shit back in the day, dog. And fucking Surfbone, Naya, Hashi, Clothespins, all of them were just like, what the fuck is wrong with you, bro? Right? Like, I was there, dog. Come on.
Yeah. No, the only difference is Kosu would not tell me whether I'm wrong or not. Because he knows if he does, I'd withhold sex. And he doesn't want that.
yeah.
I was
I have
really
to
hoping there'd be like
prioritize.
he knows that I know where he lives.
As if
Yeah,
Clothespins
He can never
doesn't.
hide from. I
I used
could
to
just
live
imagine
with the
Clo-
guy.
I just
Yeah.
imagine like Kosu and you and Close would just actually get into like an actual disagreement over something. Kosu just doesn't respond to anything. Closepin shows up
Drive
at
over
his
to
house.
his
Like,
house.
well, you just drive over to his house. He opens the door and be like, "Why are you ducking, bro?
Why are you ducking? What happened?
Why are you ducking me?"
Like, debate
No,
me,
no,
bro.
no.
Like,
People took Kosu seriously when he made that video when I first flew him out to Denver.
oh my god.
And he was like, yeah, debate me, bro. And he said, pull up. And then he actually showed up to my house because I flew him out. And people thought he was serious. People thought he actually bought a ticket just to debate me in person. I was
Bro,
like, y'all are dumb.
it
Y'all didn't
was
get that
actually
was the joke.
insane.
Yeah.
It's like,
I was like,
nah,
what the
bro.
fuck?
Like, why? What? Who would do that? Holy shit! Like,
Imagine
wouldn't.
flying for a debate. Fuck that.
I mean,
what
yeah.
was his name? The guy with like the Grand Prix profile picture, that like basically told Seth like, you know what, show up at Anime Con and let's fight.
What?
Actually, no, he said let's debate this shit. Let's go to Anime Con.
Mm.
I mean, I may not
And
even
he's-
like
he's
Seth,
like,
but
I'll
that's
fly from the-
cringe still.
He's like, I would fly from the UK just to meet up and meet you in person.
Dog,
Even if you
that's
don't like Seth, that's still cringe. To, like over anime to threaten to like fight them physically.
super
Like, what the
cringe.
fuck?
Yeah.
Oh, it was
Get the hell outta
Revolution.
here.
Yeah, it was Revolution. He's like, let's
Oh my
debate at
God.
Anime Con.
Yeah.
At Anime Con, bro.
That's
Cringe.
insane.
If I'm going to an anime convention, it's not to debate. It's to have a good time. Like,
Yeah.
fuck out of here. I
Also,
think I'm gonna spend my time debating. I spent money on this bitch.
Crimson asks, Kosu, do you think GT
It's called a
outscaled
hobby for a
EBS?
reason.
No, I don't think GT scales higher
Hell
than Dragon Ball
no.
Super, bro.
Hell
no.
no.
Like,
Hell no.
even if you wanted to take like the Uni Plus stuff like seriously from like backscaling from Vegito, like it's just nowhere near as enough like in comparison.
Yeah. Dragon Ball Super is way, way higher.
Yeah. Like they're outer.
Like I
so.
said, this is just like the most convoluted way of just saying that Golden Frieza slaps GT Goku. Like,
Yeah.
Well, it depends on which continuity that you agree with.
Yeah.
God.
Just to establish, man, Chuck, if you watch, hopefully you do, man. I'll link it to you. I don't give a shit.
You know what the best? All right, I'm gonna give a good advice to everybody here. This came from Naya, and he told me this years ago.
The holy
I'm
word
gonna-
of Naya.
And this, yeah, and this is something that I hope that Chuck eventually starts applying to himself. Whenever you make an argument ever, immediately start thinking of counter arguments to your own argument.
Yeah.
Yup.
And then eventually think about counter arguments to those arguments.
Yep. Debate yourself,
And-
essentially.
Literally, you debate yourself, literally criticize your own arguments, try to pick it apart, see how like actually strong it is before you start asserting it to everybody. Yeah, I think this is true. Like,
Mhm.
and you start asserting your interpretation is the more likely one over others.
Yeah.
Or you're just gonna look like an idiot like Chuck did because he didn't actually address any possible counter arguments to his position
Yeah.
Yeah,
and made
no
himself
offense.
look really, really, really stupid.
Just a little bit. Just
A
We
little
mean that respectfully.
yeah, respectfully stupid. Like
Yeah.
it's-
You are respectfully dumb.
Though to be fair, he is like friends with an actual sex offender on who's not good at.
Shots fired.
Wait, is he still friends
And-
with Seth?
And no, I'm not. I wasn't actually talking about Seth,
Oh.
but he does also fall under that category. as
Yeah.
well.
Oh, word.
Damn,
No, I was
multiple
talking
shots fired
about
Splash.
little splashy
Yep,
boy.
Splash. Yeah. You're still friends with Splash, dog? Okay. That's fine. It's not fine.
I don't know
but
who the
it's
fuck that is.
really not fine. That looks like not okay. But okay.
We'll talk about this later.
then. Yeah.
It's not worth getting into here.
Nah,
Yeah, for
nah,
sure.
No, yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
That was awful.
I feel like there was a way simpler way Chuck could have gone about this. That's what I'm saying. You literally, like I said, this is the most convoluted way of just saying that freaking Golden Frieza slaps,
Yeah.
and also not like asserting why certain things are a certain way and what all this stuff. Like, come on, man.
No.
Like, here's the thing I don't get. He made a cosmology video for Dragon Ball. Why didn't he ever mention it within this video if he wasn't going to explain why certain things were 4D, 5D, and so on? Like, what?
He made a cosmology
Like,
video?
Plug your own shit, man.
That's true. Yeah.
Good way to
facts.
get viewers on your other videos. Yeah.
I do it.
I don't
almost
think
every
I even
video.
saw an
Yeah,
annotation.
You do, yeah.
I don't even think I saw like, what's that thing like in the top right that usually pops up whenever you mention a video? trying to remember.
Oh, the those cards. Those
Yeah, the
annotation
cards.
Yeah.
Yeah, annotation cards. I didn't see that one time throughout this entire video.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. I
And
mean,
that's
he can-
usually to help like let your audience know, oh, by the way, here's a link in the top right that will take you directly to that video.
he can put it
It
in.
wasn't
after
Plug
the
your
fact.
shown
shit.
ever. Plug your own shit. Especially if this is like a first time viewer to your stuff. If you're not gonna bother explain it, then redirect them to a place that does.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is 5D. These are infinite in size. You can check that out in my previous videos.
Yeah.
Right here.
Super
Yeah,
simple.
just do that.
Yeah, super
Yeah.
easy. Kosu, how do you feel about people thinking GER is as strong as sand? Listen, there's gonna be a video coming out, buddy. Like, I promise you that. And just know that
He's actually going to
it's-
be debating somebody directly right
Oh
after
yeah.
this.
Oh yeah, I am. I forgot about that.
Oh, deadass?
I was literally about to just like after this, we just hop off and fucking go to sleep again. But I
Man,
did
you
say
were
as-
you forgot
I
you like
legit, yeah.
debates.
I don't care about debating, dude. Like,
Same.
I was
Hey,
just about
guys,
to go to sleep.
I'm a dip. Kara's calling me.
Sounds good, man.
All right.
Oh,
See ya.
so yeah. So, anyways, I think we'll probably end the stream off here then.
Yeah.
So
This video was
subscribe-
horrible.
yeah, it could have been a lot better, man. So subscribe to Clothespins and subscribe to Surfbone if you haven't already.
Yeah.
Appreciate both you guys being on here and appreciate everybody in chat.
Of course.
Yeah, you know, we'll see if Chuck has anything to say about it. If he ever does, I doubt he will. Obviously, dude has a way bigger following than I do. So it's like, whether or not he sees it, whatever, right? But, you know, just look out for the next stream. Look out for the next video if I ever get to it. But, yeah, appreciate you guys. I'm going to end the stream off now and go debate, even though I really don't want to. So, Surfbone, I don't know if you've had anything else to say. No? Cool. Anyways, peace out, guys. Take care.
All right. See you.